morning, everyone. I am Manit Bhusal, a senior computer engineering undergraduate, graduating this May from Bethune Cookman University. So the paper that I'm presenting today is called Analysis of Tweets Related to Civil Rights Using Deep Learning and Natural Language Processing. This is a collaborative research between Department of Computer Science and Department of Environmental Science with Professor Dr. Juan Calderon and Dr. Clara Calderon from CS Department and Dr. Hyun Jun-cho from Environmental Science Department. Before jumping into the topic, I would like to give some additional information regarding AI, ML, DL, and natural language processing. So artificial intelligence is the ability of a machine to imitate human intelligence. So it does that with the help of machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning is an algorithm to make a machine learn automatically by training it on a large data set. And deep learning is a subset under machine learning that imitates human brain with the help of deep neural networks. And natural language processing is a field under AI that use the tools from machine learning and deep learning to make a machine understand human language as it is spoken or written. So before this research, our previous research was opinion mining of news article using natural language processing on Indian River Lagoon. So the Audu bloom issue in the Indian River Lagoon is in fact a controversial news where some sources mention that the Audu blooms has no effect on human health, where some sources mention that it has effect on human health, while some sources mention that it might have effect on small pets, but not on human health. So we started the research to create the system that can analyze online news articles regarding the issue of Audu bloom with the help of deep learning and natural language processing. And we started the second research that is tweet analysis that is going to use the tool from our first research of sentiment analysis and opinion mining. So as we all know, social media usage has been increasing over past. According to the Pew Research Center, today around 70% of Americans use social media to communicate. So why Twitter? Twitter, among the different social media, Twitter is a popular microblogging social media site that allows users to post short text called tweets. The Twitter has been used over the past where the user can express their opinion and feeling towards a certain topic. In the US, government officials use their Twitter account to present their views on social issues, certain topics, laws, or agendas or to promote their political campaign through their social network. And one more reason is it has an easy-to-use API for Python called PyPy. So we have three sets of framework. The first framework is data collection framework. This framework is created with the help of PyPy, the API that I said, the PyPy and Python database called Pandas that helps in searching and collecting the data. The second framework is machine learning model framework, which does all the machine learning stuff, text classification, opinion mining, sentiment analysis stuff. And the last framework is the statistical analysis framework that presents the classified data set into charts and graphs. Data collection framework. So this framework is it's a Python framework created with the help of PyPy and Pandas dataset. So the data collection through Twitter API, for Python called PyPy. So the search query can either be username or hashtag or a regular search keyword. If we search the username, we have to make sure that we put that @ sign in front. And if it's a hashtag, we have to make sure that there is a hashtag sign in front. If the search query is username, then the user's Twitter timeline will be the output database. Whereas if the hashtag or regular keyword is the input, then the search result page from the Twitter after you search certain hashtag or words, that will be the output database. So with this approach, we collected around 100,000 tweets from government official Twitter account. We collected tweets from the president, from vice president, from the speaker of the house, and also state governors. So this is the example. If the input is accurate photos, then the output will be the timeline from the president's Twitter account. So more on data collection, hashtag information extraction. So other researchers have proved that it is possible to extract certain information by targeting a specific hashtag. So to collect the data for sea level rise and non-sea level rise, we target the hashtag like hashtag sea level rise, hashtag sea level rising, or similar keywords to collect the tweets that are related to the issue of sea level rise. With this approach, we collected only 1,000 tweets for sea level rise. The reason for the less data count is the TweetPy API has a limitation that it can't search the tweets that is more than 1 month. So I will talk about how to bypass that in the later slides. And for non-sea level rise, we collected statements about the topic that are not related to the sea level rise, like arts, business, sports, entertainment, travel, comedy, fashion, and etc. And we manually selected each one of those to make sure that they don't have any sentence or any words and any feature that are related to the sea level rise issue. So after we collect the data, we have to make the data ready for machine learning modeling. First step is data pre-processing. So lowercasing every word. So the collected text, the collected tweets have to be lowercase every word, because for a computer, capital A and small a has different meaning. And also we remove the stop words. The stop words are words like is, am, are, has, have, had, and the. And those words don't have any meaning for a computer. It is just like extra, like noise. There's too much information, so it will just confuse the machine. So we just get rid of all these stop words so that it will be easier for a machine for classification. Next thing is we remove the hashtag and algorithm symbol. And also we remove the website link from the tweets because the website link does not have any meaning for classification. After data pre-processing, we have to normalize the data to remove the biasness, to remove the outliers. So first thing is word count. We make sure that we don't have any tweets that is less than 5 or 10 words, and we don't, and also that is not greater than 50 words, because we want to have the uniformity. And after we balance the word count, we balance the label count as well. So the label in this case is sea level rise and non-sea level rise, and we want to make sure that there are equal amount of the tweets for sea level rise and non-sea level rise, because we don't want the machine to learn just on one stuff and not learn the other stuff. And after that data normalization, we do word vectorization. Word vectorization is a step of is a process of converting words into numbers, because computer only understand numbers. In the end, it will go into binary 0 and 1. So we convert the words into numbers with the help of the TF-IDF, term frequency, inverse document frequency. So this approach will convert the words into numbers with the help of the frequency count with respect to the document. After this all state, our input set will just be numbers, but the numbers have certain meaning with respect to the words. From there, we have machine learning models. We have two models. Model one is sea level rise detection, and the second model is sentiment analysis model. The second model is the model that we did in our first research, and we're just using that model because it works perfectly for our purpose. So the model one is trained on sea level rise tweets versus non-sea level rise tweets, and it is only trained on 2,000 data sets, which is not good, because we need to have more data sets so that the machine will learn a lot of stuff. And for the sentiment analysis, it is trained on pre-trained SentiWordNet. SentiWordNet is a pre-trained dictionary of words with the values of positive and negative score. So let me give you an example. If I say I eat pizza, that is a neutral sentence. Whereas if I say I like pizza, that is a positive sentence because of the word like. it has a positive score in this anti-word net. And the model uses, we use both of these models to classify the collected 100,000 government tweets to find whether the tweet is related to the issue of sea level rise or not, and then perform sentiment analysis on those tweets. So we created 3 different neural network models: regular neural network, convolution neural network, and long short-term memory. And this is the training and testing accuracy assessment. As we can see, we have 98.92% accurate model. This seems too good to be true. One reason we have very high accuracy is we are only training on 2,000 data sets. The machine still has a lot to learn. And the reason we only have 2,000 data sets is the limitation of Twitter API. And for the convolution neural network as well, this is performing so much better, 99.64% accuracy. It's like too good to be true. And for the LSTM model as well, we have something around, we have something around 96% accuracy. So this, we are still in the model testing phase. So we still need to be sure that the model is 100% reliable. We need to provide more data, train more, and then get more accuracy assessment. So our future work is we have to find a new approach of data collection that can bypass the tweet-high time restriction. That is web scraping. Currently, we are working on a framework of web scraping that is not going to use Twitter API. So we have to make some framework by ourselves that will bypass the 1 month time restriction. So after we collect more data, we retrain the model with more data. And then we perform statistical analysis on the classified data set. So what more can be done with this complete framework? So in our purpose, we were testing on the issue of sea level rise, which related to the government official Twitter account. But we don't actually limit that. We don't really have to do that. So what we can do is we can target on the news account. So just like we did for the president, vice president, we can collect the tweets from the news source like BBC or CNN and perform any classification, or government agency or NGOs, INGOs, or any other Twitter account or categories of Twitter account. And also, just like what we did for hashtag sea level rise, we can do the same thing for hashtag climate change and then find the analysis on the climate change issue or pollution or COVID. So with this, this is still a work in progress. We are performing the exploratory research. So currently we are doing that to check the analysis of tweets with respect to federal level, state level, and general public regarding the issue of sea level rise. So lastly, I would like to thank Bethune Cookman University and Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, and NOAA and CCME for the forum to let me have this opportunity to present my paper and our studies. Thank you.
Time for one question. So my question is the way that you're collecting data, is it limited to verified accounts versus non-verified accounts within these?
It's not actually limited. Either the account is verified or non-verified. So it can collect any type of data. If there is a Twitter information in the Twitter, then we can access that information. The only restriction is the Twitter API does not allow us to search query that is before 1 month. And then we have to make our own kind of framework to bypass that restriction.
Yeah, the other thought I had was like Twitter bots and how that can affect, someone's just like pumping something out depending on someone's response. They can make a bot that just responds to that.
Yes.
That might be something that I think could affect the machine learning, right? Thank you.
Thank you.